This shit don't, it ain't as quick to get the live stream popping as
Yeah.
like using the OBS. It's just like
Okay.
a process, so okay. Now
So yeah.
it says that we streaming now. So hold on, let me check the traps before I really get to started. Get to started. That didn't even sound right. This Zoom shit, man, be fucking me up, man. Cause I don't have the intro, none of
Yeah.
that shit. And I know you can
Right.
do all that shit. I just don't know how to do all that shit.
YouTube, bro.
Yeah. I know. I tried that shit, man. It did not work as much as I thought and shit. And let me just make sure. Oh yeah. All right, yeah. So apparently we just been talking. All right, you are now tuned in to My Skin Is My Sin presents Intellectually Petty Radio. My name is Jobs, and we got the plug in the building, and we got Cassidy, the legend, the GOAT, coming on tonight. That's pretty fire.
Fire.
That's very fire. And let me gotta change the name on the whatchamacallit. But what was you about to say, Ron, before we went live?
Yo, you seen the I can't think of the nigga's name, but the third party who recorded the murder of Matt Aubrey. And
Uh I haven't seen him, but why? What happened?
bro, this dude went on CNN with a lawyer, right? With his
Uh,
lawyer. And his lawyer's
I haven't seen him, but why? What
defense pretty much was my client's too stupid to real shit. Real shit. This,
You gotta be kidding
this,
me, bro.
this is his defense, bro. His defense was my client didn't finish the ninth grade. He doesn't have a high school diploma. So he pretty much said he's stupid off the rip. So yo, this nigga went on CNN with Chris Cuomo, bro. I'm talking about had a uh, heartfelt interview on CNN with his lawyer, why his lawyer portrayed him as being stupid, as to why he wasn't involved with the murder. Now, I want to say after the interview, within let's say 10 to 14 days, he ended up being charged. Come to find out, come to find out, yo, they found he portrayed it as if he was just a good Samaritan
Uh huh.
recording this, and he
Uh huh.
thought that releasing the video footage of the murder would clear the father and son of of so you can't make this shit up. So then after more investigations follow up, come to find out that's not what this nigga was doing. This nigga hit Ahmaud Arbery with his car, with his truck.
Yeah.
They found traces. Yeah, they found traces of his fabric from the shirt that he was wearing, his fingerprint, DNA, and a dent in the front of the truck. Like this, and this is the problem with America, bro. This nigga tried to white guy his way out of a murder with all the evidence leading up to him being involved in the murder. You
They
know
going to prison,
that?
bro.
Listen, that is drunk on whiteness.
They
Whiteness is
going to prison, bro. They going to
white
prison.
privilege. Absolutely, white privilege is intoxicating, bro. It
It
is
is.
it's stronger than heroin, meth, whatever you wanna compare it to it. But I just say all that to say like this is the problem with the society and the country. That the fact that a motherfucker like
And
it's
and, and,
equivalent.
and hold on one second, bro, because I think we got the GOAT waiting in right quick. So before we get him on, man, I gotta make sure that I introduce the legend, the GOAT. Been in the game for years, doing his thing. Bars, bars, bars. We got Cassidy in the building. That's fucking fire, man. And we're just waiting on
Salute,
his
man.
audio to connect. And actually, it's not Cassidy, it's his chair, which is even doper because that's a dope fucking chair. What's good,
Yo,
bro?
that's
The
fine.
bars is back. I love that T-shirt too. How you doing, King?
What's up with you, boy?
I'm good, man. My name is Jobs, and I got my co-host, the Plug, in the building. What's up with you, man? How's life?
The plug. What's up with y'all?
Peace, Cass. Peace. What's good, bro?
Everything, man.
Got the
I feel you,
bars is back. Okay, smoking on something good. What's that tree like in Philly?
I guess it's like it is everywhere. I ain't in Philly right now, though.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, I'm from
You know,
Detroit, and we got the whole
Philly a
little
big city, so
dispensary
it's
joint.
loud out there.
Yeah. I heard it was, man. What's it like though, growing up in Philly?
I don't know, because I don't know what it's like growing up nowhere else. So, but it was pretty good for me, man. I made it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you did your
It was pretty
thing,
fun.
bro. Niggas is proud of you, man. You've been in the game for a minute, man. You stay consistent to who you are, and bars, always bars. Your first rhyme, do you remember that?
Yeah. I wrote my first rhyme in the 4th grade. That's when I decided I was going to become a rapper. I was going to be the best. I really wanted to become a rapper after I wrote that rap. So I remember it.
The 4th grade, bro?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Right. I was barely tying my shoes in the 4th grade. My mama was still buying my shoes out of piles. That's what they used to call them in the 4th grade. And you already knew. That's dope as fuck, bro. How does it feel to be a legend now after that dream?
It's a beautiful look. That's the reason why I wanted to rap, to be a legend, to be the best, considered one of the nicest with putting words together. That's the reason why I fell in love with it. Because in the 4th grade, I ain't really know about paying bills and getting money. So all I wanted to do it for was to be the best. So, and I had a head start because my mom and my dad both rapped before I was born. So I was like born in the hip hop.
That's fire.
All of the old heads from my hood that raised me was in the hip hop. It's like everybody around me was already in the hip hop. So I came up around it, but I really told myself I'm gonna be a rapper and take this shit serious in the 4th grade.
That is fucking fire, dope, man. That's fucking fire. My God, man. I'm so jealous right now. I can't smoke, man. I just had surgery. But God.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm still living, bro. You feel me?
Sure.
The shit could have been ugly because I had heart surgery. The shit could have really been ugly. You know, let's see. What? Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Me too. You know, 2020 has been a bitch for motherfuckers, especially myself. My God. This coronavirus shit, man, is killing niggas. Or do you believe in the coronavirus? Because I heard one of your freestyles and it sounds like you think it's a hoax.
I don't believe it's a hoax, the actual virus. I believe it exists. I mean, I know people that caught the coronavirus, so I believe it exists, but I don't believe all the hype around it is credited. Like, I don't believe enough people died. It affected enough people. I don't feel like it's about to be the end of the world. Like everybody about to die from it. I don't feel like that.
I got you on that one. I can understand that one. That's a tough one though, man. I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think it's a shitload of people getting it, but like you said, not as many. But I think it may get worse this fall.
I don't think so because it started in China and went all around the world, and you know what I mean? The death rate ain't even that high. So if it was gonna come back, it would have came back over there before it come back over here. I think it's just like a lot of fear that they trying to put in people. I know a lot of people that's catching it, and it is certain people that's dying that got like pre-illnesses, like, you know what I mean, other stuff that's going on with them. So it's hard to fight the COVID off. But the majority of the people that I know got it, had it, and beat it like a flu. So, you know what I mean? The flu wiped more people out than Corona. And people still going outside. They wasn't washing their hands or putting masks on their face when they knew about the flu. Like 40 million people died from AIDS, and people still going raw all the time. They had me gonna go raw.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It was like this low of the people died from corona, and everybody acting like they ready to just lock in the house for the rest of their life. It's like, come on, man.
All right, man. How many albums do you actually have under your belt?
I believe like official albums 5. And I'm about to release another one in a few weeks, so that'll be 6.
Okay, what you dropping? What's the name of it?
It's called The Energy.
You doing the beats on that?
Nah, I did like 1 or 2 tracks on it, but I use my production team. Got a dope producer called Crooklyn Beats. Bishop making not my whole team. I just used a bunch of different producers on this project, but I feel better about this project than I ever did about any project that I came out with. I never felt this happy or this confident about a project before. So I'm excited and I can't wait to get it out, man.
That's dope. You putting it out yourself?
What you say?
My fault. Go ahead, Ron.
Nah, so this next project coming out, you considering it the best piece of work?
For sure.
Out of your catalog?
Definitely. For sure, definitely.
Fire.
There's a lot of crazy shit, man. A lot of different beats per minute, dope topics, everything. Like I always have bars. I'm always gonna say some creative shit. I'm just talking about the beats, the ad libs, the concepts, the flow play, the direction of the whole project, the samples that I used, everything that's about the project is just crazy. So I can't wait.
You definitely have like the bar, like you say, the bar's always been there, man. But the last few joints I done heard you on, man, it's like the wisdom is just phenomenal now. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. And on top of those 6 albums, though, I also dropped a bunch of mixtapes that nowadays could be considered albums too, because they had like not like just rapping over instrumentals. I mean, like a bunch of original music. And sometimes my mixtapes be having 30, 40 songs on it. So it'd be like about 3, 4 albums worth of material that I just put out for the streets, like Mayhem Music, Cassidy the Barbarian, Apply Pressure 1 and 2, like mixtapes like those. I recently released 2 other new mixtapes called Banana Clip Volume 1 and Volume 2, and it's on all platforms. It's mixtapes that I put together of features that I did with big artists that never made my album, but you know, was floating around, features with a lot of big artists around the world. So I put them all together on one project, and I dropped 2 of those, Banana Clip Volume 1 and Volume 2. So I'm dropping music all of the time, but you know, official album. And I mean, nowadays it don't matter if you call it a mixtape, or album, or whatever. It all count the same.
That's true. And does that bother you?
Nah, not at all, because I'm creative and I like the work. So I got unlimited material. So it could be called whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna just keep coming with it. I think the people that's uncomfortable is the dudes that's not as creative, can't keep coming up with dope records. So they like that when you can rely off just one record. You could just have one record and really get lit off that. I think those type of artists used to like it back then. Now it requires you to put in more work because you gotta be more consistent because the attention span is shorter.
That's a fact.
Very true. Very true.
And you can buy lyrics now, like at the grocery store. So that's a whole different ball game too. You know, like I was checking out one of the Vlad interviews you did, and you was like, if you buying lyrics, you can't be in the top 5.
Yeah,
still feel that way?
Yeah, I don't feel like you could be in the top of nothing that's got to do with, you know, being a lyricist or the dopest writer. I mean, you could be at the top as far as like being an entertainer, a dancer, a performer, things like that. You know what I mean? You could be at the top of those type of categories. But if somebody writing your music you can't say that you're the best lyricist or the best MC because you don't even write your music.
What if it's just one song?
I mean, it depends. You would have to take that song, whatever song that somebody wrote for you, you would have to take that song out of the equation when you're determining how dope you is.
Okay.
And if a bunch of people wrote a bunch of stuff for you, then you would have to take all of that stuff out the equation when you're determining how nice you is as a lyricist.
And see, the way I look at it like steroids in baseball. Like this is basically the bio lyrics era. So who is it is, bruh. Like with the exception of probably J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, like everybody else is I don't know. Like I'm not sure.
You can't say the exception is like, yeah, I know what you're doing. You trying to cape for Drake. Yo, Cass, listen. Listen.
I disagree. I don't think this is the by your lyrics era, because MC's been buying lyrics since the beginning of time. Like I just did a song called The Four Elements, and I was breaking down how the Sugar Hill Gang song, a hip hop, hip to the hip, that was ghostwritten. So they was buying lyrics from the first record that was ever put out. So you can't say it's a thing now when they've been doing it forever. It just was hitting more, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't so out in the open as much. I mean, back then. But now it's like people kind of focusing on it more. But I think it's still the same amount. The same amount of artists that used to get written for back then is still getting written for now. I don't really think it changed that much.
I think you need to have like Josh made a comparison with steroids in baseball. Like you should have an asterisk next to your name. Like he catered for Drake, you know what I'm saying, on the low. That's all it's about. He a big Drake fan, you know what I'm saying? And we argue all the time. I'm straight up like, you got a ghostwriter, you can't be in no type of gold conversation, period. You know what I mean? I come from that era.
For sure.
He's just a huge Drake fan, and he just want to cape for his man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He wants somebody to claim.
But see, that's not true, man. It's not that I'm a huge Drake fan. It's just my man been on top of the game for like a decade. So at some point, I'm like, buying this shit or not, for him, I think he's in a different league than other niggas buying their shit. I really do. Like I would put Kanye like one of the top 5 artists, and Kanye not writing everything.
Kanye don't write everything. Yeah. But Kanye never claimed to be an MC either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kanye don't go on wax dissing niggas. You know what I'm saying? So when you step into an MC arena, you gotta be an MC.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, man, Cass, with the battle rap, like we fucks with the URL heavy. And you like what, 5,003 and 0, correct? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I think you did the best Diz impersonation that I have seen. Like that shit was fucking classic, man. Where you get the inspiration for the battle raps, especially versus Disaster.
With these battle rappers, I feel like my real battle career was like from 1995 to 2001. And since then, I done made so much other accomplishments and did so much other stuff that I feel like these battle rap dudes is not really on my level. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they got potential, but they got to accomplish and do way more before you can compare them to me. Mm-hmm. So when I go out there, I really just be playing with them dudes. And that was a form of play, like just doing his style, just letting them see, like, y'all think that is dope. Y'all think that he doing something crazy when he just rhyming these words like that, but that shit ain't really nothing. Like none of them niggas do is really nothing. Like I could imitate all of them dudes because the styles that they use is like dated. And they think it's not, they think they be trying to say mine is, but I originated like most of the stuff in the figurative language and the stuff that they putting together. Like I've been did it before battle rap even, like, well, battle rap leagues even started. Like I've been doing that. So that's why I go out there and I be playing with them dudes because I know I'm just way better than them.
You gonna battle again?
Of course. I'm the biggest thing in battle rap, selling most tickets, the most viewed, put
Yo,
the most
he
hype, bring
talking
the
fat,
most attention to battle rap. Every
talking
league
fat.
want to book me. That's why we talk all the time. All of them want to book me because I'm the energy. So I'm gonna
He
have to come
talking
back.
all fat.
And your shit talking game is A1. Like ain't nobody
Oh,
better at pumping up a battle, talking shit about the opponent before the pre-fight shit talking is phenomenal. I like to see you and Surf. That I think that would be a fire ass battle. No?
I
Rome,
mean,
you look
I'm not
disappointed,
really a
man.
fan of no battle rappers like that. So I mean, if that's what you're like to
nah,
see, that's good. But I won't say like that's something I would like to see. Like I'm not really,
You
you
don't
know
give
what
a
I'm saying?
fuck.
Yeah, and I know no
nah.
battle rapper could fuck with me. Like I don't care who they is. So
Yo, the
I'll be the
battle,
same shit.
the battle I want to see you. The battle. My first question is: are you strictly sticking to one league?
Hell no. That's for them. Them like
Okay,
battle rappers and kids. Like I don't belong to no league. Like you know what I'm
all
saying?
right,
Nigga
fact.
got a check for
The,
me. I come do that battle and that's it. Like I ain't. I'm
that's
not even signing a record label. So why would I sign to a battle league?
that's a bet. Okay, but you know how the politics, go in the game, though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So the battle,
I don't do that.
yeah, I respect. I want to see you versus 40 Cal. Now, hear me out. I want to see you versus 40 Cal just because you both do music and you both came back to battle rap and you both came from up the DVD era. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I grew up on the DVD era, so I followed your whole career. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you from starting from the freeway battle up to this point. You know what I mean? In time, almost the same thing with 40 Cal. I think it'd just be dope for hip hop. Period. You know what I'm saying? To have two dudes from somewhere out of the same era who both do music, and even like after a good battle, like you dropped another joint that was all fire, it was straight bars. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated it because it was fire. I
Yeah,
think you and
but
40 Cal.
40 don't really do music though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he never had a hit. He never started. Never sold no records. He never made history. He never changed the game. Like he never did shit like I did. So you can't compare us. Like he never really signed no deal, had no budgets behind him. He never had no real A&R sitting in the studio with him. He never had none of that. Like he was like riding off of niggas that had that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
That's the reason
Yeah.
why we like super completely different. Like just my first single alone is just bigger than everything he ever did his whole career, just one record alone. And
That's
not
that.
mention everything I did after that. So it's like we're not in the same conversation. But you know, like I said, the same way he'd like to see Surf, if you would like to see that, tell a league to make it happen. I don't got no picks. When they bring me to check, I tell them to pick whoever they want. So if they pick 40 or Surf or whoever, any of them niggas could get it. Them
Do
niggas
you
could get it
do
at
you
the
watch
same
battle
time.
rap though?
If they want to be partners and they want to be on the stage at the same time against me, they can get it together. It don't matter.
So let me ask you. I mean, you worked with legends in the game throughout your career, from a Kiss to Styles to Hove, Mary J, Wayne, Fab, numerous others. Has there ever been anybody on wax that you did a song with and you was like, yo, I know I gotta be on my A game? Like, who made you push your pen right then and there because you know you was on a song with?
I always push my pen. I'm always trying to be the best, man. And I'm not like, I never got on the song with nobody. I'm like, oh, I got to do better because I always do my best. That's for the people that be bullshitting. They be bullshitting all the time. And then when they get on a song with a big person, they like, oh, I gotta really focus because they don't focus most of the time. But
Mm.
I focus all the time. Like it could be like a quarantine rap that I'm about to just put on Instagram. Could be some freestyle I'm gonna do on the radio, freestyle I'm gonna throw out. It could be real songs, features, whatever. I go serious all of the time, so it don't really matter. And that's why I be willing to do songs with all of these artists. Like I like collaborating and working with other people, but a lot of people be scared to work with me because I'm intimidating and I don't let up and they know I'm gonna go hard every record. And it's like, it's a risk jumping on the song with me. So like when I was at my biggest point, people was taking the chance of doing it. But now that I'm independent and I'm moving on my own, it's like a risk to do a record with me. Like, what's the point of them jumping on the record with me and risk getting bodied? And they know 9 times out of 10 that's what's gonna happen. So, and most artists know they could do their best, like they could write their best verse possible and still get bodied. And that's the scary part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do that, I could say the best shit I could possibly say, and he still sound better than me. So I don't really want to do records with this nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Word.
Got a better chance to see me doing records with girls or singers or like people that feel like they in competition with what I do.
Yo, but I mean, yo, real shit. You always been one of the best, like most well-rounded artists. Cause I mean, you speak on political shit, you get on lyrical shit, you can make girl songs. You know what I'm saying? You spit gutter shit. Like you equivalently got like the whole rap 360. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you almost touch every topic. You know what I mean? That's one thing I always respected about you as an artist. So I understand what you're saying. Like talk your shit, man.
Yeah, I knew from the beginning. That's why I called my first album Split Personality, to let people know I was gonna be in that bag. Like I ain't gonna just stay on one topic, be talking about one thing. Like I really rap. So whatever my mind on, I'ma rap about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be a bunch of different shit happening in the world. I'm gonna be growing up, I'm gonna be maturing, I'm gonna be going through different shit in my life. So y'all gonna hear different sides of me. And it's not going to be the same, but it's always going to be dope. And I'm never going to cheat on the science. So no matter what I'm talking about, you're going to always have syllables pieced up. I'm never going to cheat on that. You always going to have figurative language, metaphors, similes, and comparisons that's original, not stolen from nobody. So that's what I try to bring to the table all of the time. Never cheat on the science and try to teach everybody else to have that same mentality so that we could get the best music possible.
That's dope.
But when I say that, some people don't even really understand what I'm saying. When I say don't cheat on the science, when I say the science, period, the average rapper don't even understand what I'm talking about because they don't really even understand rap. Like, you know, and they don't really even understand this shit.
Shit, that's like Kobe. Like, you know,
syllables. When I say syllables, some rappers don't even know what I mean. Like, they don't even understand what I'm saying. It's like going over their head. So how could you expect them to do it if they don't even understand? Like, and there's all different type of rappers. So that's why we got the type of rap we got, where you gonna have niggas that's not lyrical. Because some niggas can't even say a sentence well. Like they can't even put words together to say a sentence. So how you expect them to be able to rap good?
Fact. Yo, what was it like coming up when you first came in the game in the Rough Riders camp? Like I hear stories about the pit, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen Kiss speak on it, you know what I'm saying? But from a personal experience, what was it like coming in there at what, we were like 16, 17?
Yeah, about 16. Yeah. And I signed the Rough Riders when I turned 17. So I was out there early. I came from that though. Like before I met the Rough Riders, I was battling every day anyway. Like I used to do that every day. Like that was just the cloth I was cut from. So when I went out there, I was the one saying I wanted to spit and I wanted to battle. So because I had that type of attitude, they used to set it up a lot. Anybody that came around saying they wanted to rap had to go through me. So that's how I had so many battles all the time. Because it was always niggas trying to come get interviews or, you know what I mean, meetings with the Rough Riders and trying to get deals and situations. And there was a bunch of rap niggas coming up all of the time. Anytime niggas wanted to rap, they had to go through me. So ever since I came around, like Kiss, The Lox, DMX, Eve, Drag, none of them had to battle no more. Like ever since I came around and got signed, you never heard about them having to go through nothing to do nothing. Because niggas had to go through me first and they couldn't get to me.
Word.
So let me ask you this, bro. Oh, go ahead, bro. I just want to know if you got any regrets.
Nah, I feel like everything happened for a reason. And sometimes while things happening, you might think is a good thing, but down the line, you might realize that that could have hurt something in the future. And then sometimes shit be happening and it seems like it's the worst thing in the world, is a tragedy. But after you overcome it, you realize it was a blessing because it helped you grow in a certain way. So I don't got no regrets. Everything I did, I was supposed to do. Everything that happened was supposed to happen. And it is what it is.
I feel that. My bad, Rom. Go ahead.
Yo, like, what was life like after the Freeway battle hit DVDs? Like, did the more money start coming after the Freeway battle got released, or was shit kind of the same, and then you made everything pop on your own?
Now I was already signed before when we had the freeway battle. So I was already working on my first project, already about to release music and what I mean, get it rolling anyway. Plus, I already had a little buzz from the DVDs, the work that I was putting in my city and from battle rap. So I already had a little buzz from the people that did know me. And then I was about to put out some music on more mainstream level. So the money was already about to start coming in. And it wasn't like social media and shit like it is now. Like if it was like nowadays, instantly when it went out, it would have, got you lit. But it took time. Like, at first it started out on a mixtape, just the audio, like a mixtape DJ got it and just put the audio out. So the majority of the people that heard the battle was just on audio. They just listened to it. Then later on, it started coming out on DVD. But this was before YouTube and all that stuff was big. So it was hard for people to see it and get their hands on it. It took time for it to get around the world. Right. You know what I mean? So by time the majority of the people got familiar with it, I was already doing other shit with music. You know what I mean?
Word.
Your man's was overrated though. I can't front, man. Cool. Freeway. It's overrated, man.
You bugging. You bugging though. Like, yo, and this is what I've been trying to explain to you. Like, you had to battle to get a deal back then. You had to be able to battle to have a deal back then. You know what I'm saying? You had to have the ability to battle, not that you had to battle. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Free was on the hottest label at the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like Rock, Free was on the hottest label at the time. So like,
I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, like I heard the rounds on a Big Mike mixtape, and that's what made me buy the DVD. You know what I'm saying? So real shit.
Well,
real shit. I heard it.
That's what's up.
I know he was on one of the hottest labels at that time, but when I heard them niggas popping shit and acting like they got the best niggas, and I feel like I'm on the hottest record label around. For one, like, you know what I'm saying, niggas selling records, moving around, doing their thing. But for two, I'm on it. So I feel like it's the best label. So they was talking this Rockefeller shit. And I'm like, I'm Rough Riders. What is niggas talking about? So that's why it went like how it went and we had the battle, you know what I'm saying, and go at it. But I think Freeway more dope with making music and records. Like the type of in and out flow and the type of flow play he used is good for beats. That's why he was saying, put on the beat. Because his flow and his style where the price sound better on beat. But for street acapella battle rap, like how we used to do back in the day, and how they still try to do it to this day, you can't use the flow that Free be putting together with them type of Johns he do on the beat. So I didn't think they was gonna pick Freeway, and I knew it wasn't gonna go as good as as he thought it was, or it wasn't gonna go as good as like he just did on the radio when the beats was on.
Oh, so you knew that was an easy dub?
Yeah, I ain't even think they was gonna pick Free because I'm from Philly, so I know how they rap. Like that wasn't my first time hearing Free. I heard him before. We battled before, and I know that in and out flow that he used is like it wasn't gonna go good with no beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was gonna be it's hard to catch and understand that type of flow he do when there's no beat there. But when the beat there, you could flow with it and follow it and it sound dope. So I ain't think they was gonna pick him. I thought they would pick a different person with a different type of flow that might sound better without a beat. But they picked him.
So you was ready for whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody could have got it. I thought, I mean, anybody.
So let me ask you this, bruh. You got into a car accident, and I can't remember what year that was. I got it. Oh, 2006. Did that change you after the fact? Did you appreciate shit more?
Um, I guess you could say that, but it changed me because I suffered like a lot of damage. I went into a coma and I had amnesia. So I had to get my memory back. So I guess you could say that's kind of how it would affect me. I suffered brain damage. They said I wasn't even going to be able to rap again. So it took time for me to heal and get better. So I guess that affected me. And I felt blessed to overcome that like that. For them to think that I wasn't going to be able to rap again, think I was never going to be the same. And I overcome that after I just overcame a situation where they was trying to give me life for the death penalty in jail. So I overcame both of them situations. So it changed me, made me appreciate just being free and having life and being able to live and do what I love to do. So I
That's
was in a
crazy.
different bag right after those incidents happened because I mean anybody would be.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
whole man. Yeah, man. We was rooting for you too, man, with the jail situation too, bruh. Like we damn sure was, especially in Detroit. I don't know about other cities, but we was rooting for you. I'm glad you pulled through that shit too, bruh.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, no
I
doubt,
was
man.
everywhere, man.
Oh my God, I don't even know how. Like, it makes me look at like just kind of going through your story. It just made me look at some of the shit I've been going through, and it kind of pales in comparison. Like, I ain't never had to experience no shit like that, man. That's crazy. Do it change your circle after you overcome all that? Like, do you tighten things up, or you still fucking with the same people?
Both. You definitely gotta eliminate some people,
Mm-hmm.
but I still got people on my circle from the beginning still. So guess both.
Okay,
I definitely tighten my circle. I ain't just hang around everybody and was doing the same stuff. I learned a lot from it. And I mean, grew, matured, made a lot of changes. And that's
I
the
feel
reason
that.
why it happened. Like it wasn't a punishment. It wasn't like I did something wrong and needed to be penalized. It's like it happened so that I could make the adjustments that I needed to make to be in a better place.
That's some
Word.
real shit. You still fuck with Swiss?
As far as what?
Just period. Like, what's up? How you doing? Do he call, check on you, shit like that?
Of
Beats.
course. I mean, Swiss family. You know what I mean? Like, so we're gonna always communicate,
That's
but
dope.
we don't fuck with each other like as much as we used to when we was doing I'm a hustler and all these records and I was signed to his label and all of that stuff. Because
Mm-hmm.
he had money in me, he had interest in me. So we had to be communicating more and around each other more. Now we not necessarily doing business. The business he's doing is something different. The business I'm doing is something different. So it's not as much of a need for us to be around or communicating the same, but it's still all love. We still family.
That's real shit.
Oh, and we got a couple people out there from Cali and from South Africa that said they love what you doing, man. Been fucking with you for years, and shout out to you.
Shout
Gotta get
out to
that
the
out there.
people out there, South Africa. Can't wait to go out there. Salute.
Actually, that would
So
be dope. I know a couple of artists out there too, man. You know, so if you're going out there, you're trying to, do some things. I'm sure you could probably make some money while you're out there. So
Yeah,
no niggas want to get some of them bars.
when the world open back up, hopefully I'll be out there.
Yeah, this closed down shit is like really blowing me.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. Shit. I'm trying to think. My bad. It's my auntie calling me. One of our listeners also wanted to know: are you still a Christian? And what are your thoughts on the 5 percenters and the Israelites?
Um, I never I'm not a Christian. I don't claim no religion. I'm not religious. I just believe in the truth. And as far as the 5 percenters and the Israelites, I believe um um what they believe in and what they ride with is all a part of the truth too. I believe every religion, everything that everybody follow, even atheists, even people that follow science, everybody that follows something, they follow and is based off some truth. You know what I mean? But a lot of the truth through the years been manipulated for other reasons, whether it's financial reasons, control reasons. A lot of these things been manipulated for other purposes. But mainly all of the religions, all of the things that people following is fragments of the truth. And if you put it all together, all of the ideas, all of the things that people study and follow and bring it all together, then you'll have the real truth.
See, the way I look at it, man, if the shit makes you a better person, a better human being, believe in whatever the fuck you want to believe in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I will say the shit that I went through recently, it has definitely, I got way more faith than I did prior to. I put it that way.
Belief come with information. If you got lack of information and you only study to a certain point, then you can't expect to believe in something that's beyond your understanding. Even the stuff that people believe in is beyond their understanding. The average person that say they believe in a certain God don't even fully understand that religion that they in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not it's not it's not easy to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like the religion and the things you study. So it come with information. Like, I mean, you got to study, you got to have people that put you on the information, you got to know where to find it, and you got to have the common sense to be able to decipher what's false information and what's real, and be able to put whole stories together to get the big picture out of the story. Because some people like to focus on details. Like, I could tell you a story that I heard somebody tell me, and I could retell it. I might not say it in the exact same words. I might leave out words and not say it exactly like him. But if I understand the moral of the story, I might could say it in my own way and get the same moral off to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it might not be every little detail matter. The other person might have told me, the boy had on Nikes, and I said he had on Jordans, and you know what I'm saying? But those details might not be what matters in the story. It might be something else that matters in the story. But if you just focus on, he said he had on Nikes and he said he had on Jordans, it's a contradiction. It don't make no sense. That's not right. Then you'll be all day fighting over them little small details, but it don't make sense. It don't matter if he had on Nikes, Jordans, Timbs, he was barefoot. That's not the moral of the story. That's not the point of the story that they want you to know. It's something different. So I believe if you bring all of the things that people believe together, that's when you will get the real truth. And you're going to start seeing that happen. Like, you see this revolution, you see everybody coming together, regardless of religion, regardless of race, regardless of sexual preference or where they from, what city, what state, how tall, how short they is. Like, everybody coming together for one cause. And when you come together like that, that's how you get the real information, because you get information from other people. That's how you was born in a certain place. You wasn't born like the first man that was alive. You was born in a certain place, and that was all off the information, the people that came before you. That's why you was born with airplanes and cars already. You was born with electricity and like stuff like that. You wasn't born like the first man that came in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was all on the strength of the people that came before you. But the way information had to get passed back in the day was harder. You had to travel, you had to explore, you had to write, the people had to get the books. It was just harder. Now with all this technology, it's easier for people around the world to communicate and get the ideas around to the world. So it's going to make people get smarter. That's why you're seeing more people feel like they woke, and everybody waking up and understanding more. The people that was religious at one point is like moving away and growing from that. The people that ain't believing God and ain't believing nothing at all is trying to find some type of religion. And it's like everybody waking up and growing, climbing up the ladder now, because that's the time we in.
Do you think this is real revolution taking place right now? Or do you think it's just because niggas ain't got a whole lot to do. Like ain't no football, ain't no baseball, ain't no basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like when these sports come back, that niggas is gonna keep the same energy?
I believe everything happened for a reason. The universe is in control. So the reason why it shut down and it ain't no sports, and the reason why we went through that first was to put people in a place to be able to do what they needed to do to make the world change. So it don't matter if they would have did it if sports was around or not. Obviously, they wouldn't have. That's why the universe shut down everything, shut down the world so that people could be in a certain place so that they could be ready for what was about to happen. You know what I mean? And that's what be happening. Like I said earlier, sometimes the worst things in the world be for a reason. Like when I went through my situation, it was all to make me better. And this situation, this COVID stuff, would seem like a bad thing, seemed like it's like, damn, it's fucked up. But it really was a blessing. You had to sit the people down so that they could be prepared for what was about to happen. And that was change.
Right.
That's some real shit. And these niggas, man, it's been almost 20 days. Like this ain't just like before where it's a day or two and then shit die off. Like I've been impressed with the consistency and the effort for shit almost 3 weeks now. That's some crazy shit, man. We ain't seen that.
For sure. Nobody never seen that. It's going down in history and we living through it. So it's a good thing.
It's been one hell of a year, man. Let me see where. Do you listen to the critics? And if so, what's the most accurate criticism you've heard?
I do listen to critics if they make sense. If they base on their criticism off some type of science, some type of real information, but if the criticism don't add up and it don't make sense, then I don't listen. But specific criticism, I can't remember like offhand what was the, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I feel you. And that makes sense too. It's kind of like if you want to criticize Jordan, you got to be like an upper echelon player for him to even consider listening to your shit.
For sure. And that's how I feel. It's like I mean, you can learn something from anybody, like even a baby. So I'm not saying I don't want to listen. Somebody might got something wise to say. That's what I'm saying. If it makes sense and it's based off something, then I take heed. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I know the science and how to rap and put this together better than anybody else. So a lot of the people that be critics don't be the people that do what I do, because the people that do what I do will probably understand how dope I am. It be the people that don't really know nothing about rap, don't even really write raps, and don't really understand the science that try to criticize.
Right.
How can you criticize when you don't know nothing about what I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? But people used to that. People criticize basketball players all the time. Why the fuck you missed that shot? And they never made a shot. Like every time they was playing with their homies, they never made a good shot. They never could play ball because they never picked them on the team. But they screaming at the best niggas in the world, talking, "You fucking bum, you missed that shot." And it's like, how you saying that to that man? Like you could never do what that man do. Like, but that's how people feel. They feel like, you know, that's just how niggas is, man.
Man,
speaking of basketball,
niggas that never could criticize actors. He's a horrible actor. You see what he did in that movie? He fucking was horrible. But you ask them to act any part, they couldn't pull it off at all. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, man. I've done that. I'm one of them niggas, man. Like I have criticized some motherfuckers, and I can't. Oh my god, especially actors, man. Like this nigga was horrible in this movie. I can't even tell a straight lie. Yeah. So I'm guilty, bro. My bad, Ron. What was you about to say?
Nah, but I'm sure, like if Forrest Whitaker, you know what I'm saying, Denzel or one of them, like, I mean, Will Smith or somebody try to give them some pointers, they might listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they really been through it, played with big budgets, know how that pressure feel. So the information coming from them, they might take. But a dude like you that never acted and can't tell a straight lie, you don't want to hear
it. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of basketball, how you feel about the NBA and this new playoff format for the rest of the season?
I ain't really up on it. I ain't even really even familiar how it's gonna go, man.
Where yo, it's crazy.
However it's
They
gonna
got
go,
like
long as sports is back, there's a lot of sports fans, a lot of people missing sports and can't wait till it come back. So however it come back, I'm gonna be happy with it. And a lot of my homies is in the league, miss playing. I know they can't wait to get back on the court. So however they got to do it, I just hope they get it done soon.
no doubt, no doubt.
And bro, I'm not sure how much more time we got with you, but I did want to get our other co-host, brother Greg, on the line if you cool with that.
All right, I got to do another interview though.
Okay, just let us know, man, and we'll keep it moving. And before you even go, man, we truly, truly appreciate your time, your energy, and your wisdom, bro. Very dope, very dope.
Nah, thanks for having me, man. It's all love.
Oh shit, that's dope, man. And you welcome over this way anytime. And if we want, when we want to get the new project, where do we go? Just the all the streaming services, iTunes, the whole nine.
For sure. And I got new music on all of the platforms already. I just recently released like 11 to 12 songs from off my Bars and Beats project. It's a project that I'm gonna do 100% of the beats and write 100% of the lyrics. So I dropped like 11 to 12 new records from that. Is on all platforms, so y'all can listen to that right now. But the new project, The Energy, is coming in the next couple of weeks. I got the video shoot for one of the records on Saturday. So we're gonna be pushing it real strong, and it's a crazy project. I can't wait. Everybody tuned in too. Go to the website, www.CassidyTheHustler.com. The duh is D-A, and the hustler is with an A, not an E-R. CassidyTheHustler.com. That's the webpage with all the merchandise, all the bars is back gear, snapbacks, fitteds, dads, shirts, hoodies, sweatsuits, jackets. We even got Corona masks, anything you need. And then follow me on social media, Cassidy_Larceny. I'm verified blue check. So everybody just, you know what I mean, stay in touch on Instagram. I'm always putting up new music every day. Nobody outwork me. My work ethic is incredible. Nobody working harder than me. So every day is just new records, new covers, new songs, new waves, we just creative over here, man. I'm just working. So everybody just tune in.
No doubt, man. Definitely appreciate you again, like I say, man. And Dan, what's the queen name? Your publicist. I want to make sure we give her a shout out too.
Yeah, peace to her, man.
Is that
MJ?
And MJ, is that MJ? MJS Hip Hop CONNEX on Instagram. Make sure I get that right. Y'all go follow her on Instagram because she's the plug. She's the plug's plug. Shout out. Anyway, man, again, man, we appreciate you, man. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. My skin is my sin and the number one. And if you ever need anything, man, we're here for you, bro.
Now we're gonna do it again real soon. Thanks for having me, man. Y'all keep doing that thing, man. Stay germ free. It's Corona season, man.
Guess why I'm in the basement. Peace.
Peace, guys.
Easy.
Where you at, AJ?
Yep, can y'all hear me?
Oh, I'm hot as fuck in this sweatshirt, bro.
You gotta be.
Hello?
Like
yeah, I'm burning.
You see, I'm in Tyrone gear right now. You know what I'm saying? It's playing Tyrone gear right now.
Yo, I mean, normally like when I started off, it was cool as fuck. I'm in the basement and I got the window open down here. So I was chilling, man. These headphones, man, make this shit extra, extra fucking hot. Yeah, man, but you did miss Cassidy, bro.
Man. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
You know, like, you wake up, you like, and you try to get to what you already.
Like what
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, Carm Dub. She was checking out the interview. And
Man,
Carm, if you don't know, brother Greg, AJ, like it's like we getting the band back together. Like he was on the show for years, you know. So and then this nigga sleeps through Cassidy. Who does that, man?
yo, I was trying, bro. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put my head on this pillow and rest for 15 minutes. I'm gonna sit up like I'm a female and just got my hair done. So I'm gonna hold my head like this. And 7 o'clock will be here in no time. Next thing you know, it's almost 8 o'clock, and I'm here, and I've missed it. I had my questions lined up. It was some haymakers and all that too, man. They were some haymakers, bro.
Yo, we
But
ended up talking about some shit I didn't think we was gonna talk about. Like we talked about religion, you know, like that was a unique one right there. And shout out to Atreyu, who's actually made some fire ass beats for My Skin Is My Sin over the years. Shout out to him for that. That was his question right there. I got to make sure. And I'm sorry, Carm, I wasn't. That nigga drank some NyQuil. She said you drank some NyQuil. that's
like,
that's funny right there.
I was gonna kind of take it there, but not necessarily like take it there. You like if you look at like the climate that America is in right now, do you look at some of his peers? Like Meek put out a song for outside of America, like where they're rapping more political. I was gonna ask, was he leaning towards that? Is he gonna, just a little? Oh, yeah. It was going. I was gonna go there.
He already been doing it though. He already been
he
doing
has.
it, man.
That's true because he did put out a freestyle. I say, well, hip hop is real. With you know what I mean. We was about police brutality and stuff like that.
I mean, and we
Yeah.
talked about the wisdom, the growth.
Right.
Talked about the car. I mean, we talked about a whole bunch of shit, man. And while you was snoozing, man, we was fucking with Cash,
Yeah, and we held it down too, man. We held it down, bro.
Man, I think I'm about to give away all of my questions. I'm about to ask y'all the questions like y'all Cassidy now because I really was loaded over here, bro. Like,
Rome broke out a brand new beater and everything.
What size was it? Was it extra medium?
It's a medium. It's a medium.
Okay.
Yeah, you know it is, man.
Yeah.
My wife beater is 42, 44, my nigga. So.
Hey, but you like a 56, nigga.
Oh, man.
All right, man, we got a whole hour to go, man. I don't even know if we're going to do the whole hour, man, because what y'all want to talk about, bro? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Now. What you want to talk about battle rap? What you got, bro? It's been a minute since I talked about some battle rap.
Now, here's the thing, right? Because we already know that URL has the Ultimate Madness stick. I don't know. I don't know how much people are keeping up with it, but it was a controversial battle that happened. Just so happens with a Philly battle rapper. So I was going to try to segue into that. You know what I mean? First, I was going to I think he lost two.
Who y'all talking about?
It was a Big Hands versus Brooklyn Hands. I feel like Brooklyn Hands won two, but by a smidgen.
Yeah,
like
I barely heard of them niggas, let alone watched. However, Carmen said that you wearing a compression wife beater, bro.
That's not a compression wife. I take this shit off and throw the size right now, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no compression.
Don't make me look bad, bro. I've heard of them too, but they ain't somebody that's on the radar for me to be like, oh, I gotta watch them too.
Yo, Brooklyn Hands is fire. Both of them fire. Actually. Yeah. They both fire. But Brooklyn Hands is like a 6'6", dark skinned, loud Brooklyn nigga. Or Crown Heights, you know what I'm saying? Well, New York nigga, you know what I'm saying? Versus a Philly nigga like
he got bars.
Yeah, he got bars. They both got bars. But like Brooklyn Hands, he just, I don't know, bro. Like he won. He just won. Like he talked different.
To me, I think he's more prolific. He's better at painting a picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way that he structures bars or whatever is not typical. You do what I'm saying? Like
the delivery, right? Too. The delivery is fire.
Stage presence, believability. Like he got everything. All those things. But all right, now the whole Ultimate Match tournament is actually a reason why they had people on there that wouldn't be considered like household names, because they're trying, you know what I mean? They're trying to push these new people to the forefront, get them shine or whatever, so they don't have to keep consistently paying the vets. So they do this whole tournament for these up and coming guys. And I think the format is dope. It's like it's no crowd around. They got 2 minutes. The battles are judged. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everything about it is dope, but it's making everybody bring their A game. And overall, people were saying that it was like a Philly bias. You know what I mean? So I was going to see all that to say, do you feel as though that in battle rap, are people biased towards Philly rappers? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, first off, at this stage of the game, man, Philly don't really have any battle rappers, bro. Like Cassidy is the closest thing they got, man. Come on, man. Who else? Oh, and before you answer, man, shout out to Capital P, bruh. We need to link up, man. We got to get you on the show, and you already know who we trying to get to.
That's a
can't
fact.
say I can't put it out there, but you know,
but yeah,
that would be a nice look too.
Yeah, you got Big Hand, you got Cass, you got Big Hand, you got Easy to Block Captain.
I like
you got Easy be talking.
You got a bunch of niggas that we never heard of that we're probably not gonna hear of. Like like you got to be a hardcore battle rap fan to know anybody past Cassidy from Philly.
This nigga just hates Philly, bro. Like, yo, I was going there. If he had kept on, I was going to tell your Black Source story too, because you really hate Philly.
No, I don't like Black Thought, man. It's different.
You dissed the whole city. You dissed the whole city because the nigga you ain't like.
I didn't diss the whole city. I dissed him, bro. There's a difference. Come on, man. If you go and tell the story, man, tell the story right.
I don't know, bro.
Philly got some of the best rappers, bro.
No, stop it, man. Who?
Will Smith. All right, that was the jab. That was
you know what? No. I'm gonna be real. Like I fucks with Will Smith. Yes,
I do too, though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I think very underrated, dope career, and we're not even gonna talk about the movies and shit. But just as a rapper,
you heard Will verse on that joint Lucas.
Yes,
on the Will.
Yes.
Yeah.
He actually did a whole song, bro. Wasn't just a verse.
Fire, though.
It was.
The verse I heard was fire.
It absolutely was. When that was a fucking dope ass video by Joyner Lucas too, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And Carmen wanted us to talk about Trump having a Nazi rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth.
Oh man.
Your man is wild. And his press secretary trying to justify this shit like he doing it for black people.
Yo, Oklahoma got hold. Ain't Mark Carolina Oklahoma? Yeah, I gotta hold that down, man. Y'all gotta shut that down.
I mean, but you know what, man? I that's one thing I'm tired of kind of us hearing is like we leaving it to one city, whatever city is affected, like they should shut it down. Like there are freeways to every city in this country outside of, you know, driving to Hawaii. Like we can drive to it, like we should shut down Tulsa. Like it should be an hour wait just to get into Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth because so many black folks is coming from everywhere.
You know what makes it so blatant and disrespectful though is because of the uprisings that's been taking place globally. The significance to have it in Tulsa on Juneteenth is like niggas bum rushing the White House on the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalency to it. Like it's blatant disrespect, but it's so subtle. It's so underwritten and subtle at the same time because everybody don't understand the significance of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
They know now, man, because that shit's been all on CNN.
They know now, but you don't understand the nigga who's writing his speech is a confirmed racist. The nigga who's writing the president's speech on race relations and unity is a confirmed racist. Like this is the problem. And yo, I was at work the other day, bro, and I seen a white lady and her daughter coming to the come and go into a convenience store and buy supplies for signs. And me and the sister was out there talking, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys gonna go protest?" And they weren't black. She was a white lady.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, "Yeah, you guys gonna protest?" I'm like, I can't, work. Blah blah blah. She's like, "Everybody should be out there." And I looked at it, and me and the sister both looked at each other because I'm not knocking people who went out there to protest. That's great, but I don't have to march to prove to anybody that my life matters. And I'm damn sure not going to have no white person try to look down on me because I'm not going to go protest because it's trendy now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's trendy now and it's cool because, don't granted, yes, has progress been made? Yes. But at the same time, white people don't need to talk to black people about solving racism. White people need to check white people. Just the same way black people need to check black people about killing our own and destroying our neighborhood and poisoning our own people. You know what I'm saying?
But we can't have that conversation with each other, man. We can't. And white people refuse to have that conversation with each other.
And that's the issue. White people need to check white people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bottom line, you need to check your own people. Now, have I seen white people checking other white people? Absolutely. But for the majority, no.
Yeah, I've seen two, Tim Wise and Jane Elliott. That's about it. Other than that, Jane, and I'm sure it's more than that, but you know, my thing is like, oh, they're invited to the cookout, or you absolutely can, Carm. Yeah,
I hate that term.
Hold on, since Cass is doing this other interview, let me put this Zoom link in here, because Carm, who never calls up, wants to call up, so that's pretty dope.
Yo, why does it take for white boys to like be on point with the electric slide or the cha-cha slide, and we just accept them? You know what I'm saying? Or nigga do a jazz flip in the backflip, and that's all it takes to get in. You know what I mean? Get in the club. Real shit.
I have a theory about that, but I don't want to dig that deep into the rabbit hole because I could be all over the place with it. But honestly, I feel like from a cultural standpoint, subconsciously, we continue with each other for real. So the same brother that can do the same dance moves as the white boy for real, or probably 100 times better, he's subconsciously looked at as an op through most black people lenses for real. But when you see images of white people when you're growing up for real, they're not presented to you as competition. So you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know white people had legs. Golly, he just moonwalk. You feel like people put what they do on a pedestal. You feel what I'm saying? Because we've seen black people literally do it in their sleep.
Right.
You know what that is? You know, that's the Elvis effect.
Fact.
Oh yeah.
You know, when like, people saying that he can shake his hips. Oh my goodness, he's the man. Well, you know, yeah,
he stole that shit from Forrest Gump. And he stole it from Forrest Gump.
You know, but it was a brother named Lowell Richard that was playing the piano upside down or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was like,
and I can't remember the sister name that I think she was credited with starting rock and roll. Cannot remember her name though. And Carm Dub, to be quite honest, that's the first time I really have given that number out. Let me know how that works, because they give me a shitload of numbers on the Zoom too that you know you're supposed to be able to use. So I'm hoping that works, because if that's the case, you know, we can use that more often.
I thought the first rock and roll song was called Rocket 66 or something like that. I forgot. It was called Rocket something. And I think I don't want to say Ike Turner, because it wasn't him.
No, definitely wasn't Ike. Like, they was way after. Definitely wasn't Ike Turner. Although like Ike Turner and Tina Turner made some phenomenal music. They made there's no pun intended, but they definitely made some hits.
Yo, shout
I'm
out Ike
sorry.
Turner, man.
I'm
Oh, it's
sorry,
called Rocket
man.
88. I mean, they said that it was credited as the first. Well, that's just like pulling hairs right now. You feel what I'm saying? We already know that a black person invented it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, that's enough for me. And I think we totally, as usual, and that's okay. Her last name is Thorpe. Okay, shout out to Carm Dub for knowing that. Yeah, call that number, Carm. What's up? I'm trying to see if it works. You helping me out because if that works, that's a number that we could be giving out, whenever. Because they give me about 6 or 7 numbers. Y'all seen the link and shit. Like the
Yeah.
whole Zoom link thing is like fucking ridiculously long, man. I don't even understand why it's got to be that long, but it is what it is. But back to your man Trump though, bro. Like this dude is like this. He tear gassed, and I'm sorry, I mean I'm not supposed to say tear gassed apparently, but they tear gassed and beat the shit out of people so he could go take a picture with a goddamn Bible in
Upside
front of
down.
a church. Like
Upside down. It's symbolism, yo. Like you gotta understand. Yeah, you gotta understand what's really going. You gotta overstand, bro. I overstand. Like I know what it is.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, look, stop trying to even fake it, bruh. Like, don't sit up there and tell me what you doing for black people while simultaneously always disrespecting us. One thing I will say that he is right about is Joe Biden.
What?
Like, we don't want to admit how racist Joe Biden is.
Right.
And Joe Biden put his racism into practice for decades by voting on a whole host of racist shit. Just saying. Got to put that out there.
That's facts too, bro. I mean, but the same should apply to Hillary, and niggas still vote for Hillary. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I understand, and I agree with what you're saying as far as the bills that he's endorsed that help continue the process of systematic racism. You know what I mean? But I'm not even in a situation. I'm not even sure if it's a lesser of two evils. I think one's covert and one's overt. You know what I mean?
But,
yeah. I think that's just all it is. Like they're the two wings of the same bird. You know what I mean? And however you want to deliver it is who you want to vote for. Like I'm not sure if the Democratic Party isn't ready to meet the demands that we have as a people and the needs that we have for our people, especially now. I say we hold our vote. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, somebody has to be accountable for voting for Trump. And if that means Trump allowing America to burn, if that has to take place, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, we have to capitalize on this now. And there's no other time to do it. We have to stick together, and if you're not going to meet our demands, you're holding our vote. Bottom line.
Yeah, we got to keep the same energy going.
You got to keep the same energy.
Because, like, for one, in my opinion, like, it's beautiful for real. You know what I mean? Like, I seen an image that they put up of all the places in America that they say riots, but I call it an uprising. I call it standing force, right? And it was showing all these places. You know what I mean? I won't say it's all for nothing if we don't keep the same energy for real. But it'll be very close to it. Now, with like Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I think the problem that people have is they feel as though they have to choose one or the other. Like, no, both of these individuals can be fucked up at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So people would lean one way and defend someone else's racist acts because they feel as though that the person on the other side is like super racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they're both on the same level. It just depends on how you want your racism presented to you. So, me personally, I just look,
like it just depends on who you are, man. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think some change is going to come from it. but I don't think it's going to be the change that is going to help us. You know what I mean? As a whole, like I see. Yo, can we talk about Congress and Kente Cross though? Like I feel like it's a mockery. I feel like it's a mockery.
Hold on 1 second before you. And I'm sorry, Carm Dub. I am sorry. Like the link should definitely work. And she said she called 3 times. Like I'm not seeing that. Like, and matter of fact, do me one favor. Give me one more shot at it so I can look and see if I'm missing it in the participants little section when I be trying to, look at YouTube or Facebook. So that might have been me. I doubt it, but just bear with me. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, that's some fuckery shit though, man. Whoever organized that, bro.
It's a pure mockery though, bro. Like I feel like, did you see the protesters in North Carolina watching black people speak?
I did not see that.
Yeah, it was a group of white people portraying their apologies for racism by washing the feet of some black protesters. And
I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't want no stranger washing my feet. That's just me.
But why does it have
that's still symbolism to me too, though. It's still symbolism to me. Like, let's be realistic, right? Because all right, like we just gotta look at something. We just gotta look at some numbers for instance, right? Everybody, you feel what I'm saying, is up in arms, like, oh wow, like I didn't know that black people was being treated like this, even though they know they had for real.
Right.
But now that it's such a big thing now for like they had no other choice but to face it. But all right, if y'all want to show y'all solidarity for black people, then the numbers should change when the census come around and ask black people get reparations, and it's 80-20.
Man,
let's see if those numbers change.
Do some tangible shit. Like, because to me, like the washing of somebody's feet is more so for you to absolve yourself of feeling guilty. Right. Now you can go home and say, I have washed away my racist ways. I'm good. I can move on with life. No, like that to me, like, do some tangible things. There are laws that need to be changed, like a whole host of shit that could be done outside of that.
I think the Constitution needs to be revised.
Oh, of course.
The
only reason why I brought up the numbers of, because they asked like who should black people get reparations. The reason why I brought that up is because you can throw stones and hide your hands now, because your white privilege makes you feel guilty, so you're gonna go outside and take a knee, then go home and still, without consciously thinking about it, support systematic white supremacy. Like, you kissing somebody's boot isn't going to change nothing that happens next Thursday for real. It's like, all right, I did my activity. I hung out with the Negroes now. Everything should be fine. Like, no. Like, these, like, the reason why we're in the position now is because it's been here for hundreds of years, pretty much. So if you really want to stand next to us for real, like, doing something like, putting a Black Lives Matter sticker on your bumper isn't going to change anything. It just makes you feel better. I mean, some people feel that way. Like, they feel like if I go to a protest, it feels like I've done my due diligence. But that's what changes from it if you don't keep it up, if you don't keep the same energy.
Now, see, that's one thing, like we was talking about with Cassidy. Like, they have been protesting almost 3 weeks. So, and I've never been the biggest protester fan. But at the same time, it is having an effect, and it is, putting pressure on some of these cities to actually make some changes. So
because they're keeping the same energy. It just isn't a one day thing. They're keeping the same energy.
Yeah, and that ain't just us.
If unarmed white men were being murdered by black police and they weren't being held accountable for it, this fucking country would be on fire.
Oh, that wouldn't happen. That's not going to happen, right? Bro, and you know it.
Right.
If the unemployment rate went to 60 to 65%, and majority white cities and states, America would be on fire right now.
I mean,
Absolutely.
nobody,
It would be
but
fire.
nobody's unemployment rate is 60 to 65%. Nobody.
Yeah, it's for black people in the industry, places in Chicago, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Baltimore, just for the males though. Like it's up there.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Right.
If white,
So
if white,
let's just don't have it. Somebody was in like a majority of the white men in Nebraska was unemployed.
right.
They'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" You know what I mean? Like they would try to flip City Hall upside down.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we already know that systematically, for real, they try to take jobs away from black people, for real.
You know what?
And then the first thing they turn around and say is niggas are lazy.
Right.
You know what? We got too much money to not be creating some jobs too. Let's be honest. Like we spend a lot of money on goofy shit.
You know what racism and the relationship with racism and white people is like. It's like as a for us, you know, as black men growing up in the country, you know, racism was like the fucking the fucking WB frog, the hello my baby nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga play dead. And then, you know what I'm saying, you look at all the nigga pop up and start singing and shit. Yo, that was racism for us. So like, yo, all it is now is white people seeing the frog. You know what I'm saying? The nigga just pop up and start singing hello my baby and shit. They're like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? There's more than one person seeing this shit now, and it grew and it grew and it grew. Yo, that shit is crazy. You remember that shit, dog?
Man, I remember the little WB frog. Yeah, I remember that shit, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. That shit was horrible, bro.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, like, at the time, I don't think I didn't get the symbolism, and I didn't get the effect of what the fuck they was trying to do, and they pulled that shit off for a minute. Like not, you know, a lot of us just ate that shit. You know, even people, you know, our elders at the time just kind of ate that shit, man. Kind of feel bad about that.
You saw that video I sent you of Cornel West, and this nigga on Fox News got into it with Cornel West. This nigga was like the king of coons. Like, you know, he gets shaped up at haircut. Like, there's no question about it. Like, he don't do nothing black. I cannot think of this nigga's name, bro. That video I sent you, yo, Cornel West was going off on this nigga. And you know he wanted to curse. He wasn't cursing.
And you know what I did not like, man? And like I saw Cornel West on TV the other day. And instead of saying that he was a professor and get, you know, all his accolades next to his name, they just put philosopher. Like, and I've seen him on their show before, and before they would put he was a professor of so and so. He wrote this book. He did this. You know, they gave him his right, and they gave him his proper due. But to just not that I'm being disrespectful to philosophers, but to relegate him to just philosopher was just, that shit was disrespectful to me, man. You know, to minimize the efforts that man has put in to be where he's at was just really ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. Like, Cornel West was going off on this nigga, man. And this nigga was sitting there with this, like, his shape up to like something out of the still picture in a photo frame you bought out of like CVS or something. You know what I'm saying? Or Walgreens. Real rap. Like, no blue magic in his head. Nothing. Like, it's nothing black about this. You know what I mean?
I have no hair, man, and my hairline is like the back of my head, so I really can't talk shit about nobody's shape. I just can't.
Nigga, I can. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm goofy.
Yeah, well, you know what? You are blessed, man. Enjoy that shit while you can. Thought I was gonna have hair forever, man. They lied to me.
Bro, you can go. You can get your joint cut like Gillian Wallow.
Hey man, if I had the bread, I'm telling you, I would get me a hairpiece fade. I would, bro. I told you before. Like, I ain't lying. Like, if I had the money, damn, I think AJ hung up too. Oh, there you go. Right back. Yeah, but if I had to, hey, AJ, are you calling in?
I'm trying to figure this out as I go along for real. So I just typed in the one of the Zoom numbers and then just put in that code and just went from there. Like I never even.
So you put in the meeting code.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta put a code in.
Oh, when you call in, see that's what Carm Dub I did not know, and that's why you couldn't get in. When you call in, you got to put the meeting code. And do I have a meeting code in that link? That's what it. Oh, I think what's the meeting code? You know the meeting code? I think it's that 373.
Yeah, it's a 3733. I didn't remember the number. It's like 373383. And it's like 4 more numbers.
Oh yeah, there we go, right there. So that was the problem right there, Carm Dub. I just put the meeting code in case you just do want to call in. You dial that New York number and then put that meeting code in there. Man, I'm glad you told me about that. Yeah, because see, I don't have to worry about that if you just hit the link. So, I wasn't even thinking about that. But why do they keep doing this meeting code shit though, man? This shit's whack.
Hey, I was trying. I was trying to get away. I was rushing. I'm like, so let me try all these numbers. We have to finish the paper.
Well, you should be refreshed after that long nap.
Yeah. I'm disappointed though in myself, pretty much.
Hey man, shit happens, bro.
Yeah, but I heard I caught the last couple of minutes of it. And, it sounded like he enjoyed himself. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he had a 3-letter man moment. You know what I mean? That was another question I had.
Long ass time.
That was another question I had for him too. Like, how does he feel about what I mean? Like battle rap now that bloggers are involved, and because I know he's from an era where niggas just rap. You know what I mean? We definitely got an ESPN for battle rap now. You know what I mean? Like, so
ain't no
damn. You know what's crazy? Yo, shit ain't the same without cats, bro. Like, I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
It is not. It's not.
It is not the same without Angry Fan, man. Yo, shout out to Cats, man. Like, battle rap ain't the same without Cats. Like, it's just not.
Yeah, I will give you that. Or yeah, like I can't even, just the whole like that Angry Fan movement, man. When that shit was when that shit was popping, that shit made a whole battle just better. Cause not only did you watch the battle, but you watched the battle with 10,000 other people, and y'all commenting on it. Or when you listen to Angry Fan show, the whole group was lit. Like when they was in their bag, man, they was really in their bag.
And you get to see a nigga argue with himself and wrestle with the axe on a blog.
That was hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, you know the garage, classic Caps.
Yeah. And then you got to see the broken Caps. You buy it, chill out. That
nigga made a blog about me when he first started, for real, man. So yeah. Like, I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? We had a distance. I've been around, yo. I've been around since the beginning, for real. Man, this nigga had a disagreement, unbiased review, for real, yo. This nigga mentioned me in one of his blogs. He's like, I ain't gonna say your name, but you feel. I mean, of course we squashed that for real. But it's like, nigga, you feel what I'm saying? So, like,
I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like, he was heated when we first started My Skin Is My Sin because he thought I was taking people out of his group, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that. Like that's just not me.
Right?
You called me at 7:00 in the morning. I remember, man. We stand on the west side, man. I had to go outside because my old lady was asleep. I had to go outside and they had a conversation at 7:00 in the morning. Like, bro.
He said, what up, nigga? You good?
But I mean, because we already know about the situation that he got in probably like a couple of months ago or whatever, and things of that nature. For real, I'm definitely happy that he's doing all right.
Man,
and he just had twins, yo. Congrats on that.
Right? Too. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy, but I know exactly how like feeling like, man, I may die the whole nine. And hold on, we got somebody else on the line. It's a 619 number. Who that?
That's me.
Carm Dub in the building?
What's up?
Oh shit, it worked. Oh shit. We got a whole new ball game. What's going on, Queen? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I called. I just called before and it didn't work, and then I did it again.
That's dope. That's dope. What you doing? Brushing your teeth?
No, I'm in my garage, putting some stuff away.
Oh, I bet you got a big ass garage too. 6-car garage.
No.
The Corvette in there, the Lambo.
No.
You know, and the old ass Chevette, just in case.
What's up, Rome?
Was good.
I'm good. How you guys feel about all the males losing their jobs and crying on TV, getting fired left and right?
I love it.
Me too.
I don't understand the stupidity. Like at this point, you would think that you should know certain shit you should not say publicly.
Whiteness is intoxicating.
Like, it's white privilege. Like, they literally think they can say the most explicit things and think that it's normal. Like, because honestly, what they're saying, they believe it. They really believe it.
And you know what it is? Like, we're so used to having to have two of us. Basically, you got your work persona, and then you got your home persona. You feel me? You're not, and we know it's certain shit we can't get away with saying at work. We can't get away with saying when we get stopped by the police. I mean, matter of fact, we got our homeboys persona, and then the world persona. I'll put it that way, not just work, because it's when you out and about. Like, we can't act the fool at Marshall's and not expect the police to be called. It's just not gonna happen, So I think it's taking a while for them to realize that they too got to develop, they crib persona and then the world persona. And I don't know if some of them will ever get to that point.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know, but I seen a dude with a shirt on that said white pears taste like Starburst.
That's funny.
All right, now I got a question now for real. Yeah, we about to be lit for real. We about to be lit. I got a question. Now, how do y'all feel about the people's outlook on black people in interracial relationships? Because I'm starting to see this a lot. It'll be people protesting. Somebody have a sign. They say, "Oh, if you sleep with a black person, you should understand their struggle." Do you think that if a black person is in an interracial relationship for real, that their white counterpart should just turn into like Jane Elliott? You know what I mean? Or should they? I don't think they should care though. I don't think so. But here's my thing, right?
But you can't just care about a piece of a person. You got to care about the totality of that person. Now, I don't think they need to be Jane Elliott, huh?
Going too far.
What? How?
Well, here's my thing, right? If you're the black person in the relationship and you didn't make that a priority in the beginning, you shouldn't be trying to make it a priority now just because of what happened. Like that should be automatic for real.
That's fact.
I mean, but you should also, just as a genuine human being, whether you white, black, green, or indifferent, you should care whether your significant other comes home, or you should care whether a simple traffic ticket can turn into a murder. Like that should bother you.
Have you been seeing these posts?
They should, but they're white.
From interracial relationships that they've been saying about their black counterpart?
I haven't, to be quite honest.
You should see some of the signs that they have.
Right. Yo, like
some of them are really disgusting.
I mean, like my outlook on things is right, because I've been trying to figure out the plight of the white brain or whatever, I just came to the conclusion that they're just going to do what they're going to do for it. We got to be able to protect ourselves.
But
like, I don't expect
it's a difference between having sex with somebody and in a relationship. If you just having sex with somebody, you got no right to expect anything. You should know that. If you in a whole relationship with that person, you have every right to expect that they're gonna have your back. Period.
Correct. But
have you seen some of the signs though? Like some of the white women have signs that say, "I like black dick. That's why I'm out here."
I mean, like most of the women that love black cock or whatever, like the guys, the guys that they get with don't have any racial pride themselves, though. Like, think about it. Like most of the dudes that these white women date for real, are damn near on cool level anyway for real.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like, but that sign that she's talking about, like, if you out there protesting and that's your rationale for protesting, you still out there protesting. Like, and what you're saying is, I love black men too. I may not like it, or you may not like it, but they are actually out there trying to make a change because there's something of value to them that's being taken away.
Right. Well, that's what they should do. I agree.
Until they do something.
I don't think children should be out there.
I agree with that.
Right.
I mean, but
I understand why people bring children, though. I understand why. I understand, but these children shouldn't be out there, especially not right now. Like, after some of the stuff that been going on, like, dude aimed the whole John at a kid for real. Like, like the AKs, the 9s, the 40s, the big guns, all the bitches should have been out at that moment for real. Like, I'm sorry. It's like, I can't expect white people to be compassionate no more, dog. I just can't. I can't, yo. I just can't.
The most lives in my armor said they're incapable of it.
I mean, in the perfect world, you would think that compassion for your fellow, you know what I mean, brother, sister, human being, whatever, however you look at it, it should easily be there. That's something that I can honestly say that black people.
But if we want to be like, but we're being historically inaccurate. If you want to be honest about the shit. Again,
okay,
you may not like it. There's a lot of white folks that died during slavery or got murdered during slavery trying to help black folks get free. I won't say a lot, but there are some.
True.
So you can't, you can't just blanketly say, and I know somebody out there gonna kill me for this, but you just can't blanketly say every white person is just horrible. It's just not true. That's inaccuracy.
Yeah, that's the logical way to look at it. But the way that I'm gonna look at it to protect myself is I'm gonna already look at it like, you got to prove it first. I'm just not going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I could understand that. Yeah. Given again, if you look through history, you definitely have to jump through a lot more hoops before I feel comfortable. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that there haven't been people that have jumped through those hoops.
Correct. Speaking of that, they're coming out with a John Brown movie, I think, sometime this year or probably early next year.
And I heard LeBron's supposed to be coming out with a movie. Is it about Black Wall Street?
Westbrook.
Oh, okay. Tulsa John, yeah.
Westbrook's producing that.
Oh shit! I thought it was LeBron. I know LeBron coming out with something.
Yeah, LeBron's coming out with a documentary on voting rights. I believe is what it is, on voter rights and voter suppression or something of that nature.
All right, and I might have to look that up. And hey, fellas, we are gonna shut it down about 15 minutes early. And Carmen Dub said the phone hung up. That was not me.
Shout out to Carm. Shout out to
Carm
for calling up though, man.
Yeah, it's Carm Dub, man. She fucks with the show on YouTube pretty heavy. So y'all got any shout outs before we dip, man?
Anybody want to go first?
Ron, we already know, man. Team Melvin, 300 Gangsters, Keys Development.
You're not saying it right. You're not saying it.
Yo,
man, let me
bro. Yo, Team Melvin. Team Melvin is the movement, bro. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Yo, Josh think it's a joke, man. He don't understand. It's the movement, bro.
Yo,
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was like low.
I can't lift more than 10 pounds right now, man, per the doctor's order. But once I'm good, man, I think I might. It's Team Melvin. It's been a minute. so yes, yes, I'm with you,
Bruh. I like at first I was like Team Melvin, like until I started till the females ask like, "What's Team Melvin?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Team Melvin over here, baby." You feel? Like, oh, I'm all in, bro. I'm telling you, I got my Dickie suit all ready for real, yo. Word on the street is the blue Dickie suit is like a black belt for real. That's the final stage of Team Melvin for real. You feel what I'm saying? I'm at brown right now. I got a couple levels to get you for real. Jerome already at blue. So.
All right, man. Come on, man. Get your shout out. Come on, Ron. What you got, bro?
Yo, man. Follow me on IG as Striving for Perfection _43. Yo, shout out to Cassidy. Thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you, brother. Love to have you back. Shout out Team Melvin, of course. Yo, we on the rise, man. One of these days we're gonna have big rings on here, you know what I mean, to give us a blessing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that done. We're gonna put that in the universe right now. And shout out 300 Gangsters, shout out Keys Development, shout out to everybody protesting safely for positive results. I salute you. Be safe, stay diligent. That's it, man. Yo, holla at us tomorrow. We got the water cooler popping. And that's it.
AJ, what you got, bro?
All right. I'd like to say shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to Cassidy. You feel what I'm saying? That's a very huge interview for real. God damn, I missed that. Shout out to everybody that's protesting for a positive cause. Shout out to the brothers that's on the show right now, obviously, for obvious reasons. And I want to say shout out to the people that are looking at this time and saying, you know what, maybe I do need to have more camaraderie with my fellow brothers and sisters. You know, I don't think this is the time to be saying, oh shit, when I was doing this like 7 years ago, you was calling me a hotep. No, embrace them. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes certain things to bring people along for real. So shout out to y'all too.
No doubt, man.
Shout out to you. We're all open arms over here.
No doubt, man. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to the plug. Don't forget to check out mrochelle.com. Check out liberationmindedmedia.net. That's the whole family, Psychopatheists, The Rundown with Renee, Black Eye Stand Radio, and yours truly, My Skin is My Sin family, which includes, oh my goodness, Intellectually Petty Radio. Just go to blogtalkradio.com/My Skin is My Sin, and you'll see the whole family. And yo, y'all still emailing me songs. That shit was yesterday. It was dope. Oh, and we got South Africa, man. That's been fucking with us a little bit. So we gonna have a brother from South Africa, MC, on the show, and that might be Saturday. So that is a good look, man. Cause man, South Africa shows up and shows out. And dude was fucking nice, man. I did the Independence Day yesterday, and we had some, man, y'all got to check that out. I'm telling you, it was some fire on there. And shout out to Carmen Dub. Shout out to the Karens getting. I'm not about
to. Hey, yo, for all info and booking, man, please hit us up, goonscigars@gmail.com. You want to get on the show, show topics, anything add to the cause, man, we appreciate you. Subscribe to the YouTube, share the YouTube, please. We're not that far off from 1,000 subscribers. Share our shit, man. Stay tuned.
No
we
doubt.
got some more shit coming.
And don't forget to follow the Intellectually Petty Radio Instagram page of the same name, and the My Skin is My Sin Instagram page. That's My Skin is My Sin and the number 1. My bad, AJ. Go ahead and then we out.
All right, man. I just want to say one more thing for real. I forgot all about the music entries for real. Shout out to everybody that's just sharing their music for real, having faith in their craft. Now, Jones, told you Rome wasn't lying for real.
That shit was fire, man. I was salty I couldn't play it. I was like, oh, this is nice. So shout out to you, man. That shit was dope.
Appreciate that, man.
Not better than Big Hurt though, man, but shit was dope.
No competition over here, man. We can share the same space for real, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Big Hurt. No doubt, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
All right.